Today's episode of Wine Time Fridays is brought to you in part by our friends at Pilgrim's Market and Elsum Cellars.
It's been a long week, right? Are you ready to wind down? Why not? It's time for the Wine Time Fridays podcast with Shelley and Phil. Neither are sommeliers, but both have a deep passion for life, each other, and of course, delicious wine. And now, here to talk about this week over a glass of wine is Shelley and Phil. It's wine time.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Wine Time Fridays with Shelley and Phil, episode 249 on this Friday, January 22, 2025. Shelley, happy Friday. It's wine time.
Happy Friday.
I always bring her two bells just in case. You never know what her mood is. We are going to attempt to go back to old school Wine Time Friday. Old school. 20 minutes or less. Remember when we used to do that?
Did we ever do it?
Of course we did. We have all... Oh, no, we did it.
20 minutes or less?
Yeah. Yeah. So that was originally our kind of our hope or gauge. So there's a couple caveats on this one. First, well, when we've got some dates coming up. International Riesling Day, I believe is the 27th. Mm-hmm. And then we have International Syrah Day, which I believe is the 28th. Although I couldn't find that anywhere to verify that. So we know that there's a Syrah Day coming up in the middle of February. And because we both love Syrah, I'm like, why the heck? Let's just do it.
Why not?
Ooh.
That's not Syrah.
No, it's not. This is a 2022 Rocky Pond Chevalle Vineyard Riesling, $32 at the winery. You're probably not going to find the 2022. You're probably going to find the 2023. There are slight differences in the two. This one's supposed to be a little less sweet, a little bit more dry, but we just don't know. I've been in conversations with Nick Beach over at Rocky Pond.
Which is a lovely, lovely venue.
Yeah, that's the one down at Rocky Reach. But so they have 3 tasting rooms. I can't see myself. There we are. They have 3 tasting rooms.
Woodinville, Chelan, and Leavenworth.
Lake Chelan and Leavenworth, that's right. Nick is the GM at the Woodinville tasting room. He sent me a video because let's taste this up, toast this up, and then we'll, to health, wealth, and abundance, gratitude, romance, and
peace on earth. Ooh, that's very ringy. That's nice.
The nose.
Yeah, we didn't even take.
No,
we're sort of rushing through today.
No, we'll be fine. I actually smelled it. It smelled great. And then, when you go to take a sip and you kind of smell as you're sipping, it was very
Smipping.
Floral. What'd you call that?
Smipping.
#smipping. It was really good. Mm. Yeah, that's fun.
Very fun.
We were at Rocky Pond over at the Rocky Reach, over their, winery, an event center, almost exactly a year ago, like a year and a week.
And there was no snow over there when we were there.
Yeah, didn't we go over? No, maybe we went over in March.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
Yeah, it was it was a different trip. Yeah, we went over there like in February or March. So almost a year ago anyway. It was very chilly and very windy, but a beautiful facility. And we had Liz Keyser on about a year ago. That's for sure, a little longer. Mm-hmm. But this all came together so quickly. And now they're great friends of our podcast, and we're great friends with their winery and wines.
Yes. They're in the new AVA Rocky
Reach. Yeah.
AVA.
Family
owned.
Yeah, go for it.
I just say family owned. Beautiful venue.
The Dusseldorfs.
They can do weddings at that venue. The bride can walk down, like come through a gate and walk down steps right into the courtyard where people would be. It would be beautiful.
So it is beautiful. They've really done a nice job. In fact, I'll bet it's even more glorious since we were there. We need to make that trip there. I wanted to let you know, at the time of this recording, one of the reasons we're a little rushed is Shelley has joined. Have we announced this yet?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
Join the Sparklers.
The North Idaho Sparklers.
Yes, another dance group.
Yeah,
that does parades and performances and a lot of community service because they're a nonprofit.
Yep. It's she needed to keep dancing, and so I don't know what you call the guys.
Wranglers.
Oh, great! Jeez.
Don't do that.
Don't do what? Only people on YouTube saw me do that. The Divas disbanded. They retired at the end of 2024, and didn't take long for Shelley to say yes, although I think she was kind of slightly coaxed into doing that. It was pretty funny. Carolyn, you know who you are. Anyway, I was going to say, we were recording this on the Wednesday before publishing, and I was talking with Nick Beach at Rocky Pond, and they've got a the video he was shooting. You'll see it on our social on Facebook next week because we're going to show that, but it's for their big Super Bowl special. On February 8th and 9th, and this is something that we can mention in here, February 8th and 9th, they're doing a 15% off wines for non-members. But this is one of the reasons you want to be a wine club member. 30% off for wine club members.
Wow.
So anyway, that's on the 8th and the 9th. That's their big Super Bowl special. So pay attention next week. You're going to see a fun video come together. Who do you want to win for the Super Bowl? Or who do you want in the Super Bowl, and who do you want to win? Do you know who's in?
I wanted the Rams to be in it.
They're not in, so they're off the table.
The Philadelphia and
Washington from the NFC.
Oh.
And you have Buffalo and Kansas City for the AFC.
So Kansas City.
Boo hiss! They've won 2 in a row already.
But I know some friends who were at that game.
Are going to the Super Bowl or going this weekend?
No, they were at the last game.
Well, that's past tense. Okay.
They were there.
So you want Kansas City to win it all?
I don't know.
I want Washington to win it all. I'm a big...
the Washington Football Club?
That was between the Redskins and their current mascot, which is the Commodores.
Commodores,
yeah.
Okay.
Not like the
Hard
computer.
to keep up with this.
It really is. When we come back, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to go to a red. So we have to finish this, Shelley. And we'll keep moving. Oh, I guess I'm finishing it. When we come back.
No.
Welcome back to Wine Time Fridays, episode 249, where we just opened up a 2022 Rocky Pond Riesling for the upcoming International Riesling Day.
It's a very good wine for a lot of occasions. Good wine to bring for like pre-dinner if you're going somewhere and you want to bring a bottle of wine.
Oh, yeah.
Also good for a party.
Oh, man.
It's pretty dry, but not as dry as I was expecting, I guess.
We typically try not to have competing sponsors on episodes. Mm-hmm. So we're featuring a wine from Rocky Pond. They're also a sponsor of ours, but not on this particular episode. We have Elsom Cellars on this particular episode. We're also pouring this 2016, I think, yeah? 2017 Eternal Zen Syrah. And I feel like we need to do a rinse pour.
Oh, okay.
This week we actually opened up a Syrah from Eternal. It was a Heritage.
It was so good.
So good. And just right off the, oh my gosh. And that was a rinse. There we go. Okay. Remember, we have to get to the meeting and back. Yeah, so here you go. A 2017. And there we are. Perfect.
Zen. 3 Zen moments.
Yeah, let's do that because that's the correct order. Hey, that looks nice. Look at that on YouTube. Boy, you guys are getting it good today. Here you go, Shelley. Hashtag.
Cheersing.
Cheersing. You don't like this one, that sound?
Not for a prolonged period of time. I get that cherry sticks. What company makes that candy cherry sticks?
Oh, that we heard from Luc Marquez?
No, not
No,
that one.
okay.
But it also tastes like that. That's an Australian one, but they had fire sticks, watermelon sticks, cherry sticks, red hot. Gary Vee talks about that company a lot. Anyway, it tastes a lot like that, berry cherry.
This does not have the color of an 8-year-old wine.
Not at all.
I guess when I swirl it, I can see a little bit of the brown. I just mentioned Luc Marquez. Mm-hmm. Guess what?
It's his birthday?
No. It could be. Molly Duker's back at Fred Meyer.
Oh, yeah.
I just saw that. Cynthia sent me a text. Look what I found.
She's all happy about that, I bet.
Yeah, this is so good. So on the Heritage, it took a little while for it to open up in the glass. Mm-hmm. And I think it's going to be about the same on this one as well. But this is really, really good already.
I could just sit here and smell it all day.
Yeah, isn't that fun to have a wine like that? Oh, yum. So good. Remember, Eternal and Drink Washington State has moved from the incubator program at the Walla Airport District. They are actually in Oregon right now, just on the other side of the border. And that's where their tasting room is. They haven't had their big grand poobah grand opening yet.
Do they have a city name? Where they are? What city?
Oh, that's, they haven't released that yet.
Oh, I see, okay.
I forget. I forget. I don't know. It's just right on the other side of the border. You know, that border runs right through that AVA, Oregon and Washington State border.
It's interesting.
But they're running their tasting room. They're good to go there. And we're actually trying to get Drink Washington State here in North Idaho. And if that happens, oh my gosh, Pilgrims is ready to jump all over that. They are ready to go.
Yes.
I just feel like you can't see me, which is probably good. Okay, so this is a very fast, we're at 14 minutes, Shelley. How about that?
Yeah, okay. We haven't finished, though.
Nope, we haven't. So when we come back, we're going to do some business, wrap up and do some business.
Welcome back to Wine Time Fridays, episode 249 on this January the 24th. Like we always say, where did the month go?
Where did the month go? We say it every month about this time of month. Gosh, this is good. It's gone, but it's good.
So we're going to talk about the CDA Wine Word of the Week.
That's
CDA Gourmet.
The Coeur d'Alene Wine Word of the Week?
It's the CDA Gourmet
There you go.
Wine Word of the Week. Structure.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The overall feel of the wine in the mouth, including its weight, tannins, especially important for the Syrah, and acidity. So the whole package.
Yeah, they're going to be a little bit different. We've got the Riesling and the Syrah compare the light, crisp structure of the Riesling, right? Primarily driven by the acidity. A little bit more substantial structure for the of the Syrah, which is influenced by the tannins, alcohol, and oak aging. What is the alcohol in this
15.
Syrah? Oh, well, 15. Little warm.
It's Washington.
It's Washington, yeah. So this was kind of a fun one to do. We have not done structure yet, and I really thought that would be kind of cool. CDA Gourmet. I wanted to mention something. You know, we've been playing around with their drink made a little bit. Mm-hmm. We're making flat things into carbonated
Bubbly
things. Like we've done water. We've done wine.
Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Sparkling Chardonnay.
Yeah, that's like champagne. Chardonnay is one of the grapes.
And a homemade ginger ale.
Shelley made a homemade ginger ale
It's
from
good,
scratch.
though. It's good though, huh?
It's very good.
Also good for you. Immunity boosting stuff.
Yeah. So this Riesling, the 2023 is $32 at the winery. You're not going to find the 2022 unless you go to certain retail stores that may still have some on the shelves.
Make an order from the website, right?
They sure can. They sure can. Nobody knows this, but I'm going to try to connect Jesse and Rocky Pond as well, because I don't think Rocky Pond's over here in North Idaho. We're going to work on that. And the 2017 Eternal Zen Syrah, $34 at the winery. So low 30s on both. Some wines we enjoyed this week. Kestrel Vintners Super Yakima. Now that's a fun one.
That is. It's like a Super Tuscan.
Yep, it is. So the
Yakima.
3 from Kestrel we tried was the Super Yakima, Lady in White, and the Old Vine Chardonnay. We had a Ferrari Carano Chardonnay, a Drink Washington State Pinot Noir, a little heavier.
Same company.
Same company, that's right. And the Côte Mas, did I say that right?
Côte Mas Syrah Grenache.
Yep, got that at Pilgrim's. Man, we're talking about all sorts of our sponsors today.
We
Who did
are.
we leave out?
Don't say that we left out people, because if we now say it and we leave someone out, it'll be bad.
Well, we have Jay Bookwalter as one.
That's true.
We have Revora as one.
We do.
And we have Terraza. I think we've covered them all. Oh, seasons.
See?
Okay, some things coming up. As we've mentioned, the 27th, International Riesling Day. We think the 28th is also International Syrah Day. I spent a half hour trying to confirm that. Not sure how I got that down on this, but doesn't matter. We love Syrah. February 1st is International Ferment Day. The 2nd, happy birthday to South African Wine Day. The 5th is Rosé Day, but only in Australia and New Zealand. And the 14th is International Champagne Day, another one. It seems like there are 5 of them in a year.
It's kind of like Donut Day. There's 2 National Donut Days.
There should be a donut hole day. Can't really gain
There
weight on
probably
that
is.
one.
I think there's a National Jelly Donut Day, too.
That sounds really good right now.
It would go well with the Syrah.
Last, before we go, we want to do a Snow Watch 2025 update. What do we got?
Not much.
About the same as last week. Not much at all.
I think we're in a drought up here.
I will
Not
ask
even
you.
raining.
I'm going to give you an entire week to think about how your resolutions are going, and next week we're going
I
to
don't
find out.
like the resolution. Revelations. That's Andrea.
Okay, with a little bit of knowledge, wine becomes a lot less overwhelming. We want to thank you for listening. Thanks to today's sponsors. Did you just ring us out?
It was a practice round.
Thank you to today's sponsors, Pilgrim's Market and Elsom Cellars. With a little bit of knowledge, wine becomes a lot less overwhelming. See you next week. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Thank you for spending part of your day to wind down with Shelley and Phil. Remember, you can listen to any episode of the Wine Time Fridays podcast by visiting winetimefridays.com or wherever you get your podcasts. And join us on our Wine Time Fridays Facebook page, Instagram, or on Twitter, which is @VintageTweets, for daily conversation. Until next week, here's our toast to you. To health, wealth, abundance, gratitude, peace on earth, and of course, romance.